He was preparing to take his son to the astronomy competition, but suddenly received a call from his father. Jack is the leader of the local gang. Now there was an urgent matter within the gang that needed his attention. Reluctantly, Jack had to pull over halfway, using the excuse of getting food to handle the situation, and asked his son to wait in the car. As soon as Jack left, an accident occurred. While waiting in the car, his son accidentally witnessed a robbery. He quickly tried to call his father for help, but Jack, still on the phone, didn't answer. Under the robbers' threats, his son had no choice but to get out of the car and lie on the ground. At that moment, a guard, ignoring his colleague's objections, attacked the robbers in an attempt to escape. In the chaos, he managed to tear off one robber's mask. This enraged the robbers. With 2 gunshots, the scene fell into silence. Curious, the son looked up, only to catch a glimpse of the robbers' real faces. To prevent exposure, the robbers chose to kill him. At that moment, Jack, who had returned, witnessed everything. In his rage, he rushed forward, but with a few more gunshots he fell to the ground unconscious. Before losing consciousness, he kept his eyes locked on the killer's face. After an intense rescue effort, Jack miraculously survived. But when he thought about his son's death, he nearly fainted again. His wife left him because of this, and in just a single phone call, his happy family was shattered. Jack swore to find those robbers and take their lives with his own hands. Jack sent his men to search for the robbers, and under his leadership, many criminal gangs were destroyed, but there was still no trace of the killers. This left Jack feeling frustrated. At that moment, one of his men suggested there might be an inside accomplice at the bank. This sparked an idea in Jack's mind. He forged a new identity and applied for a security guard position at the bank. After downplaying his skills, Jack barely made it into the bank. During missions, Jack kept searching for the killers among the criminals. Back at the bank, he quietly gathered information on the security staff, but still found nothing. But he never gave up, believing the killers would eventually show themselves. Soon the robbers made their next move. They set their sights on the warehouse, planning to stop after they succeeded. They contacted the inside accomplice again. Jack, due to his excellent performance, was now on their radar. One day during a mission, the leader praised Jack's skills, then invited him to join their operation, promising him a large sum of money. Jack suppressed his excitement, feigned hesitation, and agreed. Finally, he had found the inside accomplice and the chance for revenge. They drove the car into a basement, shut off the security systems, and when the headquarters noticed the surveillance disruption, they covered it up with a signal failure. The robbers hid in the cash transport truck. Later, the two drove the car into the bank. Before the guards could react, the fully armed robbers took control of the scene. They pretended to hold the leader and Jack hostage, forcing the control room to open the vault door. Stacks of cash were being moved. At that moment, a guard suddenly attacked. The robber's attention was diverted. Jack seized the chance to knock down the nearest robber, quickly dealt with him, and cut himself free. But after removing the mask, he found it still wasn't the killer. He changed into the robber's clothes, walked boldly, and pointed the gun at the robbers. When the robbers removed their masks, he saw it still wasn't the one he sought. Jack immediately pulled the trigger. The gunshot alerted the other robbers. Jack calmly stuffed his phone into the money bag. When the robbers noticed an anomaly, they decided to leave early. Jack raised his submachine gun to block their escape. Even though they were outnumbered, Jack's determination kept him going. But after emptying the magazine, he still couldn't stop them. What was worse, the leader had snuck up behind him. After confirming no one was alive, the robbers closed the car door and drove off. The story ends here. Did Jack, lying in a pool of blood, really die? Will his revenge come to an end? Let's wait and see.